Commission of Zambia, Commissioner Chief Electoral Officer, colleagues from management, and indeed colleagues from the media. It's a very good morning to all of you, and thank you so much for joining us on today's press briefing. My name is Patricia Lahanga, Manager of Affairs for the Commission, and at this point, let me invite the Chief Electoral Officer to formally introduce the chairperson and invite her to address us. Thereafter, the Chief Electoral Officer will also come back to speak to another segment of our briefing.
Thank you, Patricia, and good morning. Before I call upon the chairperson, I introduce and call upon the chairperson. The chairperson is accompanied by one member of the Electoral Commission of Zambia. The other two members are on another important assignment for the Commission. Allow me to introduce Commissioner Mwangala Zaloumis at the far end.
Good morning, colleagues. Good morning, colleagues.
Good morning.
Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner. With that, it's now my honor and privilege to introduce the chairperson of the Electoral Commission of Zambia, Mrs. Mwangala Zaloumis, State Council. You may greet the press.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, members of the press.
Chair, at this point, ladies and gentlemen, I'll proceed to invite the chairperson to deliver our address. Thank you.
Good morning again. I know this press conference was slated for 11. I apologize for starting 25 minutes late. However, the circumstances are very out of control. But we are here to deliver what we asked you to come and witness. Once again, today is yet another briefing on the most important issue right now, and that is registration of voters. As we have consistently stated, the Commission has continued to provide regular updates on the conduct of the voter registration exercise throughout the various phases which end today, the 11th. As you know, the registration of voters started on the 13th of October and is ending today, the 11th of November. The purpose of today's briefing is to update the nation on the progress made regarding the mass registration of voters, which commenced on the 13th of October and ends, as I've said, today, the 11th of November. The Commission wishes to begin by thanking all eligible Zambians who have turned up to register as voters since the exercise commenced. We are delighted to report that there has been a significant increase in the turnout of people registering from the last update, particularly in the last two phases, that is phase 5 and 6. A number of districts have experienced a surge in turnout at various registration centers. This demonstrates that the measures the Commission put in place are yielding positive results. The Commission is encouraged by the steady progress made during the registration period. This progress is evident in the increased number of registered voters and updates recorded across the country. We are particularly encouraged by the enthusiasm and civic responsibility shown by citizens who have turned out to register and update their details. This demonstrates the growing commitment of Zambians to participate in shaping the future of our democracy. The Commission also wishes to express its sincere appreciation to all stakeholders who have supported this process. This includes political parties, civil society organizations, traditional and religious leaders, the media, and community-based organizations who have all played a vital role in creating awareness and encouraging citizens to register. Your collective effort has greatly contributed to the success achieved thus far and wishes to encourage them to put more effort during the extension period. Ladies and gentlemen, the Commission conducted voter registration exercise in phases across the country. To ensure wider coverage and effective management of logistics, personnel, and equipment. Throughout these 6 phases, the Commission has worked diligently to reach as many eligible citizens as possible. We are pleased to report that the process was generally smooth, with registration centers operating effectively in most areas, despite a few logistical and operational challenges in certain parts of the country, especially in the first and second phases. As stated in our previous briefings, the Commission continued to closely monitor the exercise from the onset, arising from the various meetings we held with different stakeholders. We promised to make appropriate decisions regarding any extension based on verifiable data and field assessments. To ensure that these decisions are based on factual information, the Commission dispatched monitoring teams across all provinces and districts. These teams conducted on-site visits to verify reports received from the field, engage with registration officers, and assess the experiences of citizens registering to vote. The information collected from these monitoring missions has provided the Commission with a clear and accurate picture of the registration process on the ground. Following a comprehensive review of these findings, the Commission is satisfied that the obtaining circumstances warrant an extension of the registration period. Having taken into account the field reports, the observed progress, and the remaining number of unregistered eligible citizens, the Commission has decided to extend the voter registration by a period of 15 days. This means that extension will commence tomorrow, Wednesday, 12th of November 2025, and will run until Wednesday, 26th of November 2025. Now, this extension provides an additional opportunity for all eligible citizens who have not yet registered to do so. The Commission urges all eligible citizens who have not taken part in the process to visit the nearest registration center within this period to ensure that they register to vote or they update their details. Even those who have lost their voters' cards or misplaced it, this is the time to do it. The Commission also urges those who have relocated from the place they were registered to a new place, and those with lost or damaged cards to equally visit registration centers in order to obtain a new voter's card. The Commission does not envisage any extension after the 26th of November 2025, and therefore we appeal to all unregistered voters, even those who would like to update their details, to use this window to register. The Commission wishes to inform the nation that this 15-day extension has been granted with the full consideration of the 2026 general election roadmap. All subsequent activities, including inspection of the provisional register of voters and certification of the register of voters, remain as scheduled. As guided by the Constitution of the Republic of Zambia, the date of the general election is fixed and cannot be moved. The extension has therefore been accommodated within the existing electoral framework to ensure that the roadmap remains intact. Ladies and gentlemen, in conclusion, the Electoral Commission of Zambia reaffirms its commitment to conducting a transparent, credible, and inclusive voter registration process. We reiterate by calling upon all eligible citizens who have not yet registered to take advantage of this 15-day extension and register to vote without waiting until the final day. We also urge all stakeholders to continue supporting and sensitizing the public to ensure that every eligible Zambian is afforded the opportunity to exercise their democratic right. The Commission wishes to thank all citizens for their patience, participation, and cooperation throughout this process. I thank you, members of the media, for coming and disseminating this information accordingly. Thank you.
Chairperson, at this point, I invite the Chief Electoral Officer to share some statistics in terms of the registration for this ballots.
Thank you, Representative. Once again, I wish to recognize the presence of the Chairperson of the Electoral Commission of Zambia, Mrs. Mwangala Zaloumis, State Council, and also recognize the presence of Commissioner Mwangala Zaloumis, ECZ management team, and members of the press. Good morning. Allow me now to provide an update on the provisional statistics as at 6th November 2025, which covers phases 1 to 5 of the initial 6 phases of the voter registration exercise. It is important to highlight that the figures I will present do not include data from phase 6 of the initial 6 phases, which closes today, 11th November 2025. The statistics I'll now share therefore represent the progress achieved up to the end of phase 5 and are provided as provisional figures. A total of 758,251 new registrations were recorded across phases 1 to 5, comprising 405,805 females and 352,446 males. In addition, This exercise also includes updates for those that are already on the register of voters. Therefore, the Commission recorded 881,206 updates, which include transfers and replacement of lost or indeed damaged cards. This therefore means that as of phase 5, the Commission has recorded a provisional total of 1,639,457 records. This total figure reflects all records captured during the registration process and is provided as part of the commitment to transparent communication with the public. It is important to note that while the total number of transactions provides an overview of all registration activities, the number of new registrations represents newly added voters. And I will be again giving out that total shortly as I read out the provincial totals. The Commission distinguishes these categories to ensure clarity, accuracy, and transparency in communicating progress to the nation. The following is a provincial outlook for new registrations from phases 1 to 5. Central Province, 73,538. Copperbelt Province, 121,261. Eastern Province, 90,240. Pula Province, 71,245. Lusaka Province, 73,733. Mchinga Province, 37,274. Northern Province, 52,206. Northwestern Province, 59,771. Southern Province, 99,064. And Western Province, 79,919, giving a total of 758,251 newly added voters. The following is a provincial outlook for updates, which includes replacements and transfers from phases 1 to 5. The Copperbelt Central Province, 69,573. Copperbelt Province, 122,405. Eastern Province, 120,437. Wapula Province, 95,100. Lusaka Province, 79,588. Mchinga Province, 49,773. Northern Province, 84,156. Northwestern Province, 65,583. Southern Province, 118,449. And Western Province, 76,142, giving a total for updates of 881,206. The following is a provincial outlook for updates. Rather, the following is a provincial outlook now in terms of a combined total of the new registrations, that is the new voters and the updates. So Central Province recorded 143,111. Copperbelt Province, 243,666. Eastern Province, 210,677. Wapula Province, 166,345. Lusaka Province, 153,321. Mchinga Province, 87,047. Northern Province, 136,362. Northwestern Province, 125,354. Southern Province, 217,513. Western Province, 156,061, giving a total that is combined newly registered voters and those that are updated at 1,639,457. In conclusion, the Electoral Commission of Zambia reaffirms its commitment to keeping the nation fully informed on the progress of the voter registration exercise. The Commission, given the extension that the Chairperson has just announced, will continue to provide regular updates on the registration process, which include data from phase 6 that is currently concluding today, as well as from the 15-day extension period announced by the Chairperson of the Commission. These updates will be shared with the public in the spirit of transparency, accountability, and inclusiveness as the Commission works to ensure that every eligible citizen is afforded an opportunity to register and participate in the coming 2026 general elections. Thank you.
Thank you, CEO. This is the moment we call you to ask questions, and colleagues, I think as this is it, we'll be happy to have you ask questions. You have the Chairperson of the Commission, the Commissioner, the CEO, management. If you need any clarifications on any issues, this is the platform you have so that you go with the right information. The right information so that then we don't begin to do damage control, Chair, after some misrepresentation, especially when it comes to the statistics. The Commission is available to give guidance to you just to aid your work. So at this point, let me just check the room. Are there questions? Want some clarification? There's a hand here, please.
Good afternoon, Chairperson. I just want to find out if it is possible for those that have re-registered during this period, and in case they loses the voter's card to go and register within the stipulated period that you have just announced. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Your name and the media house, just for the purpose of the chair, knowing this act.
For sure, thank you. I'm James Chupia from Venice.
Thank you, sir. Any other question? Okay, maybe we are still pending here. We'll throw it to the CEO for guidance on for response.
I will ask the CEO to answer.
Thank you, Chairperson. So, in terms of the case you have outlined, if a person registered during this period that is starting 13th October to date, and in this same period they have lost their card, it's damaged, there's two options available for them. During this extension period, they can replace that card by going to the center that they had originally registered. So they would have to identify the center where they had originally registered, and indeed the person that attended to them, and then they will be able to replace. Why I'm saying so is because while the registration process is going on, the information is still just resident on the equipment where they register. It's not yet consolidated. However, there is a second opportunity, as the Commission has already outlined. In February next year, the provisional register of voters will be put out for inspection. During that period, the Commission will also provide an opportunity for those that have lost their cards to get them replaced. So at that point, there will be no new registrations. So new registrations will end on 26th of November 2025. So anyone who would like to participate, to register as a voter and return 18 by the 30th of April 2026, the opportunity to register is now up to 26th of November. However, if the card is lost during the inspection period, there will be another opportunity to get a replacement.
Thank you, Cyril. Just checking in 3, 2, 1, 0. I take it that there are no further questions. Chair? There's somebody. I think the seats are too high.
You need to stand up.
Can we stand?
Can you stand up? I'm just a friend of the commission. The 15 days extension is enough. Looking at your 3 million targets, and you have communicated to us that you have so far registered just over 1 million.
Thank you, Angela. Is there another hand that I'm not able to see from my end? Okay, I take it that's the last question. So.
Given the 15 days, we believe it's sufficient. And if you go during the phase 5 and now and see the people that have turned up, a lot of people are turning up now. You know, we do things at the last minute. And everyone now is panicking. They want to go and register. We believe 15 days, if people could be there like now, and you know, they all want to have their card, their voter's card, the 15 days given is sufficient to register all the numbers that are left, even more, if they are more than 2 million or 3 million. We could do it, and we will do it. All we need is just sensitization of the people, the outreach to the people, so that they realize that this is the last 15 days that we have to register for next year's general election.
Thank you, Chair. We have come to the end of our briefing, and on behalf of the Commission, we thank you for your continued support in ensuring that the message of the Commission was out there. And we continue looking forward to having you all the time when the Commission has information to share with members of the public and as the tradition. Let me invite the Chairperson to lead us, to have some reflections, even as we have our interactions. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.